There is a nice trade coming up almost immediately right here on EuroUSD, and this is very important, especially if you want to take this trade with us. I was expecting market to come back down, and market hasn't coming all the way to the downside, and I want to see this market enter into this very area, and then we'll take this trade all the way to the upside. Very important. And on USDJPY right here, market is moving upward according to prediction. Okay, from here I said market is going to come back down, and market did, and we're going to see the next move all the way to the upside. This very week market did. Right now there is going to be a retracement back to the downside before continuation upward again, and we are going to take a trade on USDJPY as well. I'm going to show you the exact point of interest to pay attention to and how the trade setup should look like on this very USDJPY. All of this and many more in this very video. So pay attention and watch the video gradually all the way to the very end. EuroUSD, market has been coming all the way to the downside. We have impulsive move retracement, market impulse, create a new low, market move up again, come back down, create another new low. What I am expecting is for the market to come back down into this very area of interest. Very, very important. And this is the 4-hour chart. If I switch back to the 1-day chart, because this very level is coming from the 1-day chart. Remember, the 1-day chart control what happens on the 4-hour chart. That means the higher time frame controls what happened on the lower time frame. And that is why if you look at this very area from this very candle right here, you discover that this very spike upward, this very bearish candle, and then we have this bullish candle. So in between this very candle right at this very point and this bearish candle right here, there is a gap, okay, within this very area. And that is why I was expecting market to come back down, and market has come down into the gap. There is a touch on the gap right at this very point, meaning there is a mitigation, but I still see market coming back down, okay, and that is what I am expecting. So this very fair value gap is very, very important, and the same gap is what we are looking at on the 4-hour chart. So market coming back down on the 1-day chart right here into this very area, and then give us a nice opportunity from this very point moving upward. That is what I am looking at, and that is why we need to take that trade on the 4-hour chart, and market is going to move in that very bullish direction. So this is what you must have to pay attention to right now if you want to really be in the right direction of this very market. So if I go back to the 4-hour chart, it is covered that the 4-hour chart still have capacity of coming back to the downside. In my opinion, that is what I am seeing right now. So this very trade is going to be like this. I am going to shift this very long position to a little bit to this very area. Okay, we should see market begin to come all the way to the downside. That is what I'm expecting. Market should come down, and then into this very area I'll be looking for an entry signal. Once I see that entry signal, I'm going to give that trade in the Telegram channel, which is very, very important. So if you're not on the Telegram channel, join right now. The link in the description of this very video, and also in the pinned comment for more updates like this one, especially this very EuroUSD trade. And this very trade is going to be a big one, because from here market is going to move all the way to the upside. And as you know, right at this very point, if you look at it, this is 1 to 3.5 risk reward ratio, which is a good one. But before we take it, we must have to see a confirmation entry within this very fair value gap area. Once I see that, I'm going to trigger the trade and then give the signal in the Telegram channel. So this is what you must have to pay attention to right now on EuroUSD to be in the right direction of the market. I believe in the next coming days, Euro will be stronger a little bit, and that is why I want to take this trade all the way to the upside once I see retracement end on the 1-day chart. And for USDJPY, which is very important, it is covered that market has been moving all the way to the upside. We have retracement, market move upward, retracement, market move upward, create a new high, but not that significant compared to the high we see right here. So if you look at it very well, it is covered that when market move right at this very point, and then we see the next impulsive move right here, this very high was a little bit higher significantly compared to what we see right here. Market move upward, but the high was not that high compared to this very area. That means retracement is about to come into the market. What that also means is the boost that we're moving the market right here and at this very point they are getting weaker, okay, because they could not make significant move like they did in this very region right at this very point. What that also means is there is going to be a little shift in momentum. Momentum is going to shift gradually from the bulls to the bears. Mean market is going to come back down a little bit before the next move to the upside, and that is what I am personally looking at right now, and you need to pay attention to this. So on the 4-hour chart, USDJPY, expect the market to, from this very area right here within this price level of 164.31 and this very area of 145.13, market is going to come back down and give us a nice entry opportunity for a buy position all the way to the upside, because that is what I am looking at. The trade deal made by President Trump with the UK few days ago is a significant parameter to look at, and what USDJPY drives on is positive sentiment. Once you begin to see positive sentiment, it means that the market is going to favor the USD and not the JPY. And when there is negative sentiment, we know that the market is going to favor JPY and not USD. That was why when Trump announced the global tariff last month, you see that USD JPY begin to decline all the way to the downside, which is very significant. Now there is a little bit of cool off and deals are going to be made, which means positivity is coming into the market. The market have a positive sentiment which will favor the US dollar. This is the best way to trade the US dollar in line with what you are seeing on your price action. So to be in the right direction of the market, please pay attention to what I'm showing you right now, and this is my personal opinion. So I'm expecting market to retrace from here and give us a nice opportunity to move the market to the upside. So the point of interest that you should pay attention to right now on USD JPY is, first of all, this very area right here. There is an important area at this very point, okay, and that is what I should be looking at right now. So I will delete this very one because this one have already played out. So this is the new area we should expect market to come into before the next level. If market fail here, then that means market is going to come into this very area, okay, and collect liquidity, because this is a demand level. Market move from here all the way to the upside, so I'm expecting market to come back all the way to the downside from this very area into this very point before the next move to the upside for a buy position, and then from here all the way to this very point before the next move to the upside for a buy position. This is what I am now expecting. So we're going to take a trade either from this very area. When market come to this very point, I'm going to verify my entry signal, and once that is verified, I will give the trade on the Telegram channel. And also, if market come down to this very area and I verify my entry signal, I'm going to also give this very trade on the Telegram channel. So this is what I am now paying attention to right now, guys, and you have to pay attention to this to be in the right direction of the market. So if I take the long position too from this very area, this is how this trade is going to look like at this very point, okay, and this is going to give us a 1 to 3 risk reward ratio, okay. So we're going to enter within this very area and ride the market to the upside. That is if market retrace and enter into this very area. This is how the trade is going to look like. And if the market come back into this very area, then I'm going to shift this into this very point, and our risk reward ratio is going to be a little bit higher compared to what we have right now, and our stop loss obviously is going to be slightly below this very area of support right here and this very area of support, because sometimes what the market do is to come back all the way to the downside, grab liquidity from here, come back upward, grab the final liquidity from this very area before the final move to the upside. So therefore our stop loss is going to be significant in the sense that we are going to drive our stop loss a little bit lower, okay, lower than this very liquidity right at this very point and the one right at this very area, so that will be in a very safer trade moving upward. So this can also give us a 1 to 3 risk reward ratio. This is very important. Pay attention to all of these to be in the right direction of the market. Consider supporting this channel by leaving a like for this video, subscribe if you have not, and turn on the bell notification for more forex videos like this one. Also check the channel for other forex content. Join our Telegram channel, the link in the description of this very video, and also in the pinned comment for more forex updates. And also all of this trade will be delivered in the Telegram channel. Join right now. It is a free channel. If you want to watch my other video on the channel, check this video out. It's going to help you a lot. And also check this video out. It's going to help you greatly. Thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next video.